very interesting. So what happens for the sales, because I was giving the example of a service center. So when the sales manager needs to assess their sales rep, what they do is that they accompany the sales rep, or they sit in when a sales rep is handling a customer query or is serving a customer. So the sales manager comes, sits next to the sales rep and observes the sales rep as the sales rep interacts with the customer. And then now assesses the sales rep's interaction across the predefined 9 competencies. So how did the sales rep pre-plan for this call? How did the sales rep initiate the conversation? How was the rapport? How did the sales rep sell value? How was the sales rep product knowledge? Yeah. How was the closing? How's the pricing presented, etc. So once that engagement between the sales rep and the customer ends, then now the sales manager now has a conversation with the sales rep. Remember, the sales manager needs to assess the sales rep on the app. So how is the assessment done? Across each of the behaviors, the sales manager determines whether that competence was demonstrated or it was not demonstrated. So that is our rating scale. So for that specific behavior, is the sales rep competent or is he not yet competent? Remember, we are saying not yet competent because it is a journey. And because we're going to work with our teams to ensure that they are eventually competent in the demonstration of that specific sales competence. So the sales manager now gets into the app and identifies this sales rep's account and now assesses or inputs their feedback across all the competencies and determines, was this behavior effectively demonstrated or competently demonstrated, or is it not yet? Is the sales rep not yet competent in the demonstration of this competence? Then after that, feedback is given, and then now they identify the areas where the sales rep has gaps. And then now a coaching conversation comes out of that. So there's a number of solutions that we have built or we have already identified, predefined, that can be used to help us build competence in the areas where the sales rep has been identified as not yet competent. And this could be coaching. And so what are we doing? We are training our sales managers and equipping them with coaching skills. Again, we're also training them to equip them with assessment skills that will enable them to effectively assess their sales reps as they use this app. So coaching is one of the solutions. The other solution is e-learning. Now remember, we still have Serego, where we have put all our product knowledge modules. So we will use Serego to drive that. And then thirdly, the other solution we have is shadowing. So maybe within my team as a sales manager, I have a super duper sales rep that really excels in the demonstration of a specific competence. Then I can pair this sales rep who still has a gap with this super duper sales rep for him or her to watch this sales rep as he interacts with the customer and demonstrates, and as he demonstrates that specific competence, right? So that's also another solution that we have predefined. Then last year, as we did the value add selling program, we did a TOT, a train of trainers. So seated within each business unit, we have sales managers that have already been trained on the value add selling. So if the gap needs to be addressed through face-to-face training, then we have our training champions that are seated within each and every business unit that will be able to provide that solution.